Have a last minute pump? Did I miss that? No, they had last minute dump. I don't know why it showed green. I guess compared to where they opened yesterday. But today was a pretty crazy day. Apple went flat. It was down like 8% or something. Amazon's still pretty red. Google, Facebook still pretty red. Nvidia still hella red. But a lot of these were much worse off today. And had amazing recovery that we did. Simon's Property Group, holy smokes. That ran, a lot of the unreasonable stuff ran. Like this commercial place stuff. I don't know why they ran. I guess everybody is extremely bullish for the opening on Monday. So these are some of the stuff we're looking at for today. Apple 380. Tesla 380, Apple 111. They both hell. Bull case for Monday. Labor Day Monday. So hopefully, they start saying retail sales are doing amazing. And they start reporting like record retail sales, and everybody is so happy about that, and then things start going up. We had good unemployment number today, 8.4% as opposed to 10.2% in the previous month. If the stimulus talk went really well, that's the bull case. If the bear case is like nobody wanted to hold over the 3-day weekend, and if they still have issue with like the stimulus talk within the politicals and stuff. I'm gonna take a review of the market real quick. So let's take a look at the half-day chart. So he's talking about the dollar index. The dollar is up, market is down. We had some rotation from the tech to the financials. So you see that financials didn't get hurt as much. That usually happens if tech start going down, financials start going up a little bit for no reason. Just sector rotation, that's the reason. Wow, so it was one of the bigger drops on SPY that we had in a while. Last time we had a record drop like this was in June 10th, and we went down really hard, and it broke all the support levels here. So it was right here. June 10th, it broke all the support levels. What was it? Broke all the support levels, came back up when nobody thought it was coming back up. So that's kind of what happened here today. Broke under 342. Everybody thought we were done. Came back up. We hit the gap at 339. Hit another bottom over here. It was crazy. So the half day is still looking kind of bearish. We don't know what's gonna happen yet. Everything is so low. It could bounce or it could not. And the weird thing is QQQ usually holds this level too. So technically, where did we close at? We closed right here. So technically we got above the level. So still holding that trend. The dollar index closed under $93, which is kind of good. If it goes above that, then we're breaking out. But there's no reason for the dollar index to break out because inflation is at all-time high. So this is gonna be interesting. If the next thing was to drop, it will be financials. Could short the double top here if you want to go bearish. We may test the double bottom on QQQ Tuesday. If we do, as long as we hold a 270 level, we'll probably buy the dip. If not, then we're going down. Because Let me show you on the bigger chart. So this is what we're looking at. This is the green line we're looking for it to hold. If we do go down, that's where we're looking to test and hold. If it doesn't hold, then so I drew this. It's gonna look like this, because the last time it broke that green level, we just kept going down. And same thing here, you know, and same thing here. So it needs to hold 270 if we do go down. Otherwise, we should just start recovering back up. It could be one of these. But the volume, the selling volume this time compared to all the other time is extremely heavy. Look at this over here. That's a crazy selling bar. See that? That selling bar is almost as high as that. So that's very, very high selling volume. That's what sets this aside from the other time. This is what sets it from the difference of a correction to you know, to a crash. This is a crash level selling volume on the daily, whereas before, you know, only got this much. So that's something that's a little scary there. Going to next week as we're taking a look at the market. As far as SPY, the same thing. We needed to hold 330. If it does drop next week, I probably start buying the dip around 331. If we hold, we're good. If we don't hold, then we're in trouble. But we didn't sell that much on SPY because SPY wasn't as overrated as the tech sector was. Everybody knew tech sector got overrated because of the of Zoom and Tesla just being extremely highly overvalued. You know, having like a record run and stuff like that. So SPY looks like good to buy the dip. You can see the stock still hasn't bottomed out yet on the daily. So sometimes, if once it bottom out, that's when they usually reset the RSI. You know, like examples would be here. They reset it at least a little bit. So that's what we're looking for. SPY looks like a good buy the dip opportunity. Let's take the Qs up and look at a bigger time frame. Yeah, I don't think we ever had such a record. They unloaded very, very hard this time. So we might get the continuation. This volume is crazy to unload. If anything, I may take a short on Zoom on Monday, or Tuesday, if we do decided to open the red. I freaking hate this company. Some areas that we bought the Tesla today. So earlier this line was around the 380. That's where we bought it here. On my Thinkorswim chart, 380 was a pretty good level too. We didn't pick the bottom, but we caught it pretty close to the bottom, and it was nice. Had a good bounce on Tesla. So we caught it around the 380 here. So hopefully we can close on Monday, getting green if we keep going up. We caught Apple this morning. Caught Apple at 111. So that was right here. It's pretty good area. We had a lot of buying volume throughout the day. But even Apple got unloaded pretty hard. Now the thing about Apple is that last time it had a split, it was unloaded for like a whole week. So that was in 2014 over here. So the day of the split, the day after the split it ran, the day after that still ran, still green, and then it just got unloaded for like a week or two until it hit. We traced back to this area. But we actually hit that area already. So maybe we'll hit this area, the 108. I don't know. it's hard to see right now because there's so much selling volume. Unless we get like a reversal coming back, it's extremely hard to see which direction is gonna go. I mean, we only bought the dip today because we know that it's most likely gonna have a slight bounce, because if they sell off too hard, it's gonna cause all the retail traders and all the new traders to panic, and once you have a panic going, you're gonna have a snowball effect, and when you have a snowball effect, it's the selling volume just gonna go crazier and crazier and crazier. That's pretty much it. I think we covered the Apple, we covered the two stocks that we're playing. Play AFCO too, because they had pretty good ER. They had a lot of price upgrades today, and then they really didn't move much. So we'll see how this opens for a Monday. I'm looking for at least 380 to 400. So that's where we took the 400 call. We're looking for at least like 380 so we can sell for a huge premium increase. Then we're also looking at Bitcoin, which leads the gold market for us. Bitcoin is also hitting the support level here. I'm not sure if we could keep running or if we're gonna sell off more, but gold kind of follows that, very similar. So we're looking for advice on that from Bitcoin. And then lastly is the dollar index. So we were watching this like a few days ago. The dollar index was hitting the bottom here. It reversed. Then it usually always rejected off this green area, this green line here. So over here it got pretty close, rejected. Same thing here, pretty close. And then over here we hit it. So hopefully it does one of these. It just kind of like, touches it for a few days and then go back down. So that's what we're looking for. But we did see a lot coming in. We know the other day that it was gonna eventually drop, but just didn't see it happening so hard, going down so hard, so fast. I should have paid attention to this a little bit more. But that's something that are driving the market. And then next week we're just looking at some energy outlook. So that might be something for the oil stocks. That might be a play that we're looking to on Tuesday. Then we have jobless claim on Thursday and crude inventory. So next week could be a huge week for the oil companies. They're either going to make a break. Let's take a look. And as I mentioned before, oil also drives the market. So I didn't like that oil wasn't doing any recovery today. So they're still dropping, and that could signal a more drop in the market if they don't start recovering, because they're looking kind of weak. They just broke the 40-60 line, and they close under that. So the next line they're looking to hit is 34.61. That's probably where we could take a long on crude if it keeps going there. But if that happens, then the market's gonna drop some more. And we had good news too. We had good oil news this week. The oil inventory is going down, but maybe the hurricane stuff or something. I'm not sure. They're looking the inventory to go up next week, so we'll need more inventory going down next Thursday, and then we're gonna need this outlook to be extremely good to create the reversal on Wednesday. And then sure, let me take a look at Disney. Let me just run a commercial break real quick.